Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome, and we're back some more. We're not back with MechWarrior 5. It was nothing to do with MechWarrior 5. Probably. I don't know. For you guys remember, English is hard. Yeah, if you remember, a couple days ago, I did a video saying that there was going to be a big announcement on the Paradox announcement show 2023, as you can see down here in the bottom, where Hairbrained Schemes is going to have a new game, and they were going to announce what that is. So this is, in fact, the Paradox announcement show. I am watching it, and the very first trailer, as it so happens, is going to be Hairbrained Schemes. I watched just enough to see the Hairbrained Schemes logo come up, and I have paused it, rewound a couple seconds, and we're going to watch it together. So let me bring this up, and we'll see what we see.
Very difficult. Never have I seen a lock this complex. Only a true master could. I got it.
Ooh, only a true master, huh?
Exactly. These fingers are the pride of Cairo. Did I ever tell you about the
Are
time?
those famous fingers done yet?
Bait and tackle?
Anyone spare a match?
Well, what do you know? Didn't even get to use my gun.
There are other ways to solve problems, you know?
Well, there are lots of solutions out there. Wrestling, punching, and
Running?
Lachi!
Fancy again?
Lamplighters League and the Tower at the End of the World. Okay, all right. Turn-based tactics, love that. Archaeology, love that. Graphics look pretty good, very cartoony. You know, it's a style we're seeing, you know, in a lot of things recently. Everything from kind of your standard kind of I've already spaced what they're called. Your online everybody against everybody games, you know, on down. But it's clearly a look that works for a game like this that really kind of dives into kind of that kind of mix of Jules Verne and comic books. It looks good. Yeah, I don't know if it's based on something. I've not heard of it before, but it is very kind of a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen kind of style. There's another game that's very similar to this in scope, I believe, that I played a little bit. It was also turn-based. You had to go through the desert kind of during the... is it during the war? I don't remember if it was during World War II or not, but you had to go through the desert and you fought Nazis, and it was turn-based, and the graphics weren't quite as good. It had like a lot of text-based, and you started the expedition you went through. I wish I could remember the name of it now. But this is very, very reminiscent of that to me. We'll see kind of what the over game looks like outside of the turn-based combat section, because that's where it will have a chance to kind of separate itself from that previous game whose name I can't remember, which is the same because it was a decent game. I didn't put a lot of hours into it, but I had MechWarrior probably going on at the time, if we're honest. But no, it looks really good. You know, we kind of got, you know, kind of the mix of World War I and World War II. They're like Nazis with World War I gas mask type of bad guys. You know, or something like I would say Hellboy. You know, that's another one that kind of fits in this kind of genre, right? With a mix of history and artifacts and bad guys and you know, a team, right? I mean, we say Hellboy, but Hellboy, you know, often has a team around him. It looks good. Yeah. I mean, we saw a little bit of combat. Let's go back and take a look, see what we can figure out. We got very little gameplay. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to go back a bit here. See what we can figure out from the screen capture. Okay. So I'm guessing one of these is health and the other is probably action points. So action point penalty per round. All right. We've got our quests up there. Enemies remaining 7. Okay. I want to know what that... Hold on. Sorry, I'm going to go back. This can be like the charismatic voice where she goes back over and over and over again and frustrates the crap out of me. Like, just listen to the damn song. Okay. So is that somebody down below, or is that... I'm not quite sure what this is. We've seen kind of this hollow person there, right? Coming back up. And once again, we have that. Is it like some kind of hologram thing to get somebody's attention? That's obviously our base. We're doing our expedition. We're picking our characters. Oops. Okay, we're sending him. I'm waiting to see our characters here. So Nicastro, Marto, Strum. All right, Lord Strum. The quasi-immortal Strum has plundered his way to power. His brutal attacks burn anyone foolish enough to approach him. So are these the bad guys then on the world map, right? We got hideout, world map, agents, allies, supplier. Okay. We had... These are ones we saw. The woman, Latif. Eddie, okay. There's another one. Celestine, all right. So Mealy. Very occulty with their tattoos and stuff. All right, Assassin's Dagger, Sneak, Occult Assassin. There we go. A spy and occultist who uses dark powers to fight the banished court with her knives, poison, curses, cuts a swathe through her enemies at the cost of her own soul. Ooh, that's got to be her. So she probably has a custom mechanic that powers her abilities that have something to do with soul points. You know what I'm saying? Take control of its enemies, force them to fight as allies. She gets some sneak. Let's see if we can see some of the other people's abilities here. All right, Ingrid. All right, so she gets, she's a bruiser during infiltration. She can bash down walls and lock doors. All right, so she's melee, but pugilism. Quick-footed fighter. Dex base probably, right? Heiress turned mercenary, strengths in childhood to knock out soldiers twice her size. AP when she eliminates an enemy. A self AoE, blur of melee attacks. All right. Just knock down everybody around her. Latif, he was our thief earlier, right? Sneak during infiltration, becomes cloaked when in cover, during infiltration, sneaks become cloaked when in cover. Meaning that we could have more people within that class then, I guess. Making them nearly invisible. They can also clamber up certain walls and use their takedown sucker punch to silently eliminate an enemy. It's a pistol. Young master thief with nimble mind and lightning reflexes, Latif, aka the Gentleman Jin. Good name. Specializes in confusing and frustrating the opposition and taking them out from position and stuff. So it makes sense that he has kind of, if that is in fact kind of like a hologram style kind of misdirection, right? Maybe that's one of his abilities. Create a decoy and becomes invisible, leaving enemies to attack illusion. That's exactly what we said. All right, great. And then Eddie, he's our cowboy, right? He's the American with 6 shooters, right? During infiltration, saboteurs can pick locked doors and use their takedown, shock mine to both lure enemies out of position, turn hazards to wall and trapped. Okay, so we're going to have a mixture of elements, like Baldur's Gate or all of the games that same company made behind them, where you can light the oil on fire, or shock people in water, or whatever. Kind of elemental mixes to create additional effects. We'll see how in-depth that is, or if that's very much how often those intermixes can happen, right? Or if it's just a couple things that it does, right? He has the 2 6-shooters, great, accurate at short range. Duelist gunfighter, great war veteran turned bank robber. Okay. Great train robbery kind of style. All right, so we're thinking this is probably 20s into 30s, right? Probably 20s. I mean, obviously we had the Great War, and then he had to have time to turn into a bank robber. So, yeah, let's say mid to late 20s probably for our style, for our scene. And he gets a cone-shaped tail gunfire, and that was just soliciting enough to... Oh, there was an Anna Sophia. I'm not going to try to get back to that, but there are more characters, essentially, is what we're saying here. We got some shooting. We got some special abilities. We got a grenade. Okay, and we did see some interaction. There was some fire on the field there. An electrical attack. Yeah, we got some crazy monsters. I think it looks good. I probably will wishlist it. So, looks like it's going to be on Steam, Epic, Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Series XS, PC, console, and cloud. Looks like it's going to be an Epic thing that's available elsewhere, right? Because on the bottom, we got Epic Games Incorporated, all rights reserved, Epic Games, Epic Games Store, respective logos and registers, yada, yada, yada. But we don't see that same kind of deal for Xbox or Steam or anything like that. So it looks like it's going to be an Epic game. I wonder if that means it uses Unreal for its engine. I mean, I guess you could. I don't know for sure, but I think that is a easy guess there, but purely just a guess. Doesn't appear to be an exclusive, which will make people happy. So yeah, I think it looks good. That's all I got. I mean, that's 10, 11 minutes of 2 minutes worth of video. But now we know. As far as I can tell, it's not tied to anything in particular that I've heard of before. As far as, old tabletop kind of IPs, pen and paper or miniature, such as, BattleTech and Shadowrun. But yeah, looks like it's due this year. I mean, the shots they showed us obviously look polished, but they wouldn't be in the trailer if those sections weren't polished. What gameplay is, or if the mechanics are completely locked down at this point, we'll have to see if there's some sort of early access. In fact, give me a second. Let me fire up. I'll fire up Epic, and we'll see if it shows up on Epic yet. I would expect it should be on the front page, but who knows? Maybe not. No, I don't see it there. All right, let's Lamplighter. Lamplighters League. There we go. All right. Add it to a wish list. Don't think it matters which one we've. What else do I got? Oh, I got Xenonauts on there. Oh, I didn't add it. I just hold on. Let's try that again. I clicked on my wish list, but I didn't add this one to my said wish list. There we go. Add to wish list. All right. Recruit a team of misfits with unique abilities, unforgettable personalities. Chase the banished court to the end of the earth. Mix of real-time infiltration, turn-based tactical. We've seen that in a number of games actually, where you have this real-time infiltration where you move and you try to hide, and then as soon as they see you, bam, you're into turn-based. So that's pretty standard. RPG, adventure, single player, sneak, steal, shoot your way through. Yeah, globetrot. Creator. Yeah, we know all that. Style meets strategy meets story in style. Variety of locales. I mean, it's very much a Indiana Jones kind of style adventure, right? It's that same kind of era that they've picked, right? I assume we're going to get the same kind of globe trotting with exotic scenes and stuff. We're going to have some stealth. I do like stealth games, so I'm good with that. Race against the countdown to doomsday, so it'll be kind of a clock maybe. All right, so it is the 30s. Dockyards and deserts to jungles, both urban and wild. Yeah. Windows. We don't know what any of the requirements are going to be. Coming soon. No indication as to whether there's going to be early access or what the price might be. May include in-app purchases. This doesn't really seem to be it's a single player game. I doubt there'll be that. Those are generally to show off to other people that you've spent money you shouldn't spend for in-app purchases. So I wouldn't expect any of that, but who knows? Otherwise, all we know is Hairbrained Schemes, Paradox coming soon, platform Windows, at least here on Epic, but it also looks like it's coming out on the Xbox as well. So we'll end that one there. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. See ya. Cheers.